Welcome to the Clifton Joseph podcast on a momentous night for the Raptors. Raptors win, Raptors win. In the immortal words of Chuck Shresky, bring out the salami and cheese, baby. OG Anunoby won this for it with 0.5 seconds to go. The Celtics had already started celebrating, and we won this motherfucker, gentlemen. What do you think? I lost about 10 pounds in the last hour and a half.
Yeah, you know what? Go on, Michael.
Listen, I was so frustrated this game. It's like a carryover from last game. I'm like, where's Boucher?
Did he get any play? You know? Boucher didn't get any play, did he?
Nope.
No.
Wow.
No. Where is Powell? Like last game, when they brought Boucher in the first quarter, you saw the energy that he came in with.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't score a point.
Crashing the boards.
He was just so active in his hand, and everybody got active.
He have longer arms than you, Michael.
Oh, yeah, that's easy.
I think the Raps, I think the Raps only played 7 players tonight, but that is a huge shot. CJ, I was saying earlier to you that's the second biggest shot in Raptor playoff history. Of course, the Kawhi Leonard one last year. Now, that shot, that bucket by OG Anunoby saved our season. Had we gone down 0-3, I don't think it...
He'd be all gone.
We'd be gone shortly after that. No team's ever come back from an 0-3, but, you know, as Denver proved, coming back down 3-1 with Utah, hey, we got life now, and this is a crushing blow to the Celtics. They are going to be thinking about this game because, especially after Kemba made that beautiful, you know, assist, pass to Tice for the dunk, they thought they had this in the bag, but it's going to be tough for them to come back. We got the momentum now.
By the way, I have to point out, I didn't point out to you earlier, that Kemba Walker is actually an Antiguan.
Oh, wait, really?
Yep,
I didn't know that.
In New York of Antiguan parentage, father.
Yeah. I think half the NBA is West Indian.
Yes, of course.
West Indian parentage.
Golden Polynese, you name it.
And the other half is American, so let's give credit to. So
no, not the other half. The other third are Canadian.
Oh yeah, or European. Yeah.
Third Canadian.
But Michael, I was saying to myself, wow, they demoted assistant coach Michael Solomon. Night nurse Nick, our coach, wasn't going to you because Boucher didn't get a minute, and you were like, "What's Gasol doing out there? What did Gasol do tonight?"
His best game in the playoffs.
Yeah, but you know what, Jude? I hate to see Gasol out there when he gets the ball, it's just leading to another pass. It's hardly leading to a shot. There's not much offense coming.
Yeah, but Ibaka wasn't doing anything. He had an off game. He had an off game.
How much playing time did he get?
Ibaka, 21 minutes.
Yeah. But it doesn't seem like he gives the guys enough time to do things. I mean, Powell just came in. Powell didn't get much playing time tonight either.
Norm got 15 minutes. He looked out of sorts in the first half, and he didn't play the whole third quarter. But he played well in the fourth quarter, hit a big bucket for us. I wish he'd hit his free throws. He's 0 for 3 from the line, but hey, a win is a win. So this is a gutty win, a franchise defining win for the Raptors. Kyle Lowry, my God, they should put a statue of him up right now at the.
I would agree to a Kyle Lowry statue.
Yeah. Wow, yeah, he was incredible. Set the tone, and we got the win. So that's the important thing.
Kyle Lowry, 11 points or so in the first click, 46 minutes. 31 points, 6 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals. Is that incredible or what? He went at them. That's what a leader does.
And
he played like a big man.
Yeah.
He played like a big man.
And I'm taller than that, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kyle Lowry came out, kind of reminded me of Game 6 last year against Golden State. Remember, he came out on fire, had 10 of our first 12 points, and just said, this is going to be my game. We are not going to lose. So
we're not going to lose this game.
that was an incredible pass too. I mean, Boston brings in Taco Fall, 7'6", tallest player in the league. He throws it over him on point to Anunoby in the sweet spot, so he just went right up and money. What a great pass and shot.
Yeah, I know. I heard the interview afterwards with Kyle Lowry. He was saying that the play was designed for Anunoby. There were two other guys that take the shot, but he said Anunoby has been on fire for us this series, so he made sure he found him.
He's been playing great.
And that's about being in the moment. And I don't think Nick Nurse has not been coaching in the moment. When you have a situation, you can't rely on what your plans were. You have to go with something that's going to work in the moment. And I think that's the kind of coaching we need to play against the Celtics.
Well, Michael, it's hard to fault the coach when, he drew up that play and we got the win. He shortened his bench tonight.
I'm talking about, I'm glad we got the win, but I'm just saying he has not been playing in the moment. Like 2 days ago, that game. It's...
So, Michael, what could he have done better, though? You can't just hate the brother. You got to come up with something.
No, not play it, but play your bench. We have a fantastic bench. Play them. Play them. These guys know the plays. We have guys who have energy, like I said, when Boucher came in. He came with all that energy, changed the game. But then he never came back in, and we never got back up to that level that he had us at when he came into the game.
He also tried Matt Thomas. Didn't I see Matt Thomas in there? Was I hallucinating?
Yeah, he was ineffective though.
Yes.
I think next game, we're going to see our bench players. Boucher and Davis. Davis Jr. That's his name.
Yes.
Yeah, he didn't play, so I think we're going to see a lot of them today because Lowry put in some big man. 46 minutes, played all but 2 minutes of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Siakam had his best game of the series. He had a strong second half. What did he finish with? What has he got? 16 points, but I think 14 in the second half, 11 in the third quarter there. So he's got confidence now. We got momentum.
Let's talk about our original gangster, OG Anunoby, who played 45 minutes, just one less than Lowry, 12 points, 10 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 steals, and with the incredible last 3-point shot. How does that guy do it? And what is he to us going further into this series, gentlemen?
He's like Siakam of last year, in this year. He is so reliable. He does everything well. He's passing, he's defending, he's shooting well. He's given us everything we need him to do,
Yep. He's our best player, our best defensive forward, actually. His playing well, his hitting that shot, and he's been hitting the threes consistently this series. That's going to open up a whole lot of things in the lane for Siakam. I expect Siakam to start playing better because they're going to have to start focusing and maybe putting a tougher defender on Anunoby because they know he can hurt them. So that should free up Siakam for some good looks, some easy looks, and get him rolling again.
Now, I was worried last game.
Tatum was covering Siakam.
Who was?
Tatum. He was covering Siakam, right?
Siakam, no, it was Brown.
Brown?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he did a good job on him too, so.
Brown is playing so good for them.
Yeah, Boston's playing great.
Yes, and they have length, and they threw length as at the last 2 games especially, and today they did too. But I think we're on the way to solving their length problem because I'm taller than Lowry and Fred VanVleet. And when they go in, they spot that ball away from them when they pack up the paint. And tonight, we sort of were able to solve that halfway plus, I think. What do we do then? Because at times I'm saying, what's Fred doing on Jaylen Brown or Tatum? What's Lowry doing on Jaylen Brown or Tatum?
Well, you know what?
I think that is a problem. That's why I think we need to have our bench coming in and play, because when Tatum or Jalen Brown raise up for the shot, Lowry nor Fred can't do anything to prevent the shot.
Yeah,
You know, they can just be in their space. What they do is they're in their space, make it difficult, make them think we're really going to land. That's about it. But in terms of the shot, they can't do anything to affect the shot. And I think that's a failure of Toronto's part to not address that.
Yeah, I kind of agree, Michael. You know, Boston is athletic. They're strong. Tatum is long. Tatum had a poor shooting game. He was only 5 for 18. And Marcus Smart had a lousy shooting game after he came out and hit 5 threes in the fourth quarter last game. You know what? It comes down to making shots. This was our best three-point shooting game of the series. And we were still, what was it, 10 for 29, which is still under our average.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, so, but even that was just enough. If we start shooting like we can, I think this series is going to be just fine for the Raptors.
What about Serge?
It's got to stay. I would love to see it stay. These guys, they've been shooting so bad for so long. I think it will stay now. I think they will be on their game.
You think we're due for a breakout game next game?
Yeah.
For instance, Serge tonight was 21 minutes, 2 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal.
Couple of blocks too. Yeah, Serge had an off game, but
2 blocks.
Yeah, that can be forgiven because we got the win. You know, so we're not going to point fingers at Serge. He's played great all playoffs, and we got the win. So we get the win with him only getting 2 points. That's going to bode well for us on Saturday.
Michael, you have chimed in that Michael, that the coach. Go ahead.
Is that we had much better ball movement. They were making the extra pass, and the ball was moving pretty quick. Although we were down, at least we were in the game.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Well, let's remember we were down 10 points at halftime, down 4 going into the fourth quarter. So just a gutty, tremendous win for the Raps. I give full credit to Nick Nurse for shortening his bench. You know, we got the result we wanted. At the end of the day, that's all that matters. We got the win. The series is 2-1. I'm still sticking with my original prediction, Raps in 6.
Jude, Michael has already chimed in that he was a bit dissatisfied with night nurse Nick's rotation. What criticism do you have of Nick Nurse tonight in his coaching style?
I don't have any. I mean, he
Michael?
adopted.
Go ahead, Jude.
Yeah, I was gonna say he adopted this game, shortened his bench, played huge minutes to the players that were contributing and doing things, and again he got the win. So I don't think you can fault the coach for his strategy when we get the win. No one ever said we're going to blow Boston out. No one ever said it would be easy. So we got the win. He altered his strategy. It looks like Siakam and Van Vliet are, getting into a groove again. So full credit to the Raptors for this gutty win and to the coach for adopting and changing the strategy up to get us that win.
Since you mentioned Siakam, his numbers are still down.
Oh, yeah.
37 minutes, 16 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal.
Yeah.
Not bad stats, but not what he's usually giving us. What does he have to do?
Because but don't forget, Boston is keying on him, right? They're keying on him. The guys that are covering him well. And they've seen those same moves all year.
Mm-hmm.
He has to just be a bit quicker and a little more athletic to solve their defensive pressure.
And Michael, do you think, as you suggested earlier in one of our earlier podcasts, that he needs to develop a mid-range jump shot? You think he can do it?
Yeah, Jude was saying that, and he's very right.
Jude, yeah.
A mid-range game would really help him. It will put the defense is going to have a hard time covering him if he has a mid-post game.
Absolutely.
Mid-range game.
Yeah, Michael. I mean, I don't think I don't think there's time to develop a mid-range game in the playoffs, but it's certainly something that he needs to work on. He needs to work on that in the offseason. Once he gets that mid-range game, that 8 to 10 foot jumper, boy, he's going to be lethal, because they won't know how to defend him. Because you're right. Right now they got him figured out.
This is a psychological boost, really, for me personally, and I can imagine what it is for the team. How do you expand on that, as our senior Hall used to say, expound on that back in the day? How do you expound on that for the next game? What's our strategy then going into the next game in lessons learned from this game here? Because we were close whole game, really. It was like a seesaw, like we were in the playground.
I think next game we have to be much sharper than we were this game.
How so?
Guys have to be.
How so?
Well, you have to be more on your game, because we won just by, thank goodness we won. It was a nail biter. But we should put ourselves in a position where we don't have to rely on that last second shot to win the game. I would like for us to come into the fourth quarter and have some kind of a lead that we can, feel a bit comfortable with.
We had a lead in game 2. We were up 8 points going into the fourth. I would see for me, the Raps just have to continue playing aggressive. They're missing a lot of wide open looks, threes. Continue to take those shots. They're going to fall. Continue to keep playing D. They need to bring in some more guys off the bench, because they cannot play Kyle and Anunoby 40-plus minutes and expect to win a championship. They'll be just gassed by the time they get to the next round and the final. So I expect to see more substitutions next game, but just continue doing what you're doing. Take the shots, play great defense, move a lot of ball movement and rotation on offense. I think we'll be fine.
Our defense tonight, I thought, especially in the third and fourth, was incredible. What of our defense, and how do we spark that defense from the get-go, from like Jump Street?
Hey, defense is it's all about heart. It has to come from the players themselves. They have to accept that challenge and go after them, man. You have to have the heart. It's like, it's like somebody took your last dime, and you want to get it back. You gotta.
Or your lunch money.
Yeah, you're gonna have to fight.
Yeah.
But I like the way they ended the game with these threes, and I think it's gonna be with them moving forward.
It is. I agree. I mean, the Raptors are known for their defense, so that's something that is part of their psyche, part of their team. It's part of the Raptors. They play great defense. That's something that they will always have, even if they're not shooting well. Now, I expect going forward, there's going to be a few games where we're going to shoot great, and we're going to still have the good defense, and it'll be a rout. I expect us to beat Boston by 20 plus in at least one game this series. If we win the next game, it's Boston will be in trouble.
Because my philosophy has always been that if we beat Boston, we win this shit.
Yep.
I think we can.
I think we'll get out of the East.
Teams waiting. Miami, I think we can beat them. Milwaukee, I think we can beat them. The Lakers, I think we can beat them. The Clippers, I think we can beat them. So I believe if we win this, we can make it work. What do we have to do to win this, though, going into the next game?
Well, you know what? I just continue doing what we're doing, playing great defense and taking the shots. I mean, if we all can amplify the attitude that Kyle Lowry had and just leave it all on the floor. I mean, our season was literally on the brink tonight with 0.5 seconds left.
Indeed.
And it would have been all kinds of commentary had we lost this game. But now, hey, we have life, we have momentum, and we know that we can shoot better, and it's going to come. So it's just a matter of us putting it all together.
I must confess, gentlemen, that at some points in this game, it was like I had an acid reflex. Where it was back to the old days where we were up 20, 4 minutes to go in the fourth, and I'm like, how are they going to fuck up? And
Yeah.
did you worry like I did at different points in this game that we would lose? Come on, be honest.
The whole game. The whole game, the way things were going. I was like, what the hell? Come on, guys.
Yeah.
You know, if we miss a defensive assignment, I was like, I was cussing them out, man.
Yeah. Certainly when, when Boston went ahead with 1.5 seconds left, they're joking on the bench. I told my son, we're watching the game at home, I said, we're going to need a miracle. I said, if we win this game, it's going to be on a 3. It won't be a drive to the basket or a tip in. It's going to be a 3. And we got the miracle that we wanted.
It's going to take a miracle. Remember that Denise Williams?
Oh, yeah. Denise Williams.
Take a miracle. And we did it. Gentlemen, I want to thank you so much. Jude, you're sticking your prediction. Raptors in 6? 7?
6.
Raptors in 6. Michael, how have you adjusted your prognostications?
Raptors in 7. You see the way this is going. It's going to be a hard-fought series. It's going to be a dogfight out there. You see guys are complaining every 2 seconds, right? Guys are getting hit in the head, in the face, in the belly, and the...
Yeah, I still remember Michael's first prediction of a 3-peat, so I'm holding him to that.
Listen, I was quite upset the way they were playing. They're messing up my prediction, man. But you know what? Here they come.
Yeah, nobody said it would be easy.
It's never easy. That fourth quarter is going to be easy.
Yeah, that's great.
Michael, if I'm able to ask you again, what is your fascination with Boucher, and what does he bring to the table that Nick Nurse isn't seeing and utilizing at this moment?
His length, his speed, his tenacity. The young man has shown that he can play this game. I mean, he's a 26-year-old rookie, or he was a 26-year-old rookie. He has what it takes, man. He has a nice stroke. He crashes. I love a guy that crashes the boards, because I don't see enough of that from Toronto.
He does do that.
Because with all these 3-point shots being taken, you're going to get long rebounds. But you have to crash in order to get those rebounds. You can't just stand there, watch the ball go up, and expect something to happen. And I find them watching a lot.
Jude, do we have to utilize what I call my Charles Oakley moment? We bring guys in like Randall Jefferson to just get 6 fouls, slap anybody who comes into the paint. We come in and we say, Serge, get your bad man Congolese shit out. Let them know that we are bad boying you, Detroit bad boying you.
No, that's not our game. That's not our game. Just keep playing Raptor ball, tough physical defense, and hitting the threes and running.
Michael, I beg to disagree with that. What about you?
I agree with you. We can't dissolve into that kind of a game. That's like a real desperation kind of situation doing that.
I'm desperate. I don't know about the two of you.
Desperate. But, I want them to play their game, and I want them to use their full bench. I think we'll be fine if they do that.
Hey, CJ,
guys into the...
CJ, I got to go to the washroom.
Yeah. Well, hey, let's leave it right there. I want to thank my man, 2 OGs, all heads talking basketball, my man Jude Kelly and Michael Solomon. Thank you so much. This has been the
Thanks, guys.
Raptors win. Raptors win. Big out of salami and cheese, as Chuck Swirsky would say. We're going on to game 4, and we're going on to the championship, baby. Thank you so much. Check us next time. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and coming soon, donate.
Run, Jude, run.
Yeah, thanks, guys. See you next time.
Hey, Jude. Take care. We're off. Bow.